What are you taking out of the way? The hidden discipline behind total success, quality, and peak performance. Continuous improvement is not about the things you do well. That's work, you know. Continuous improvement is about removing the things that get in the way of work. This was said by Bruce Hamilton, President, GBMP. There is a powerful truth we often overlook in our pursuit of success. Progress is not only about adding more. It is also about removing what no longer serves the mission. In leadership, business relationships, faith, career, and even personal growth, we celebrate forward motion. We applaud hustle, productivity, and visible milestones. But true sustainable excellence often begins with a quieter, less glamorous act called clearing the path. Sometimes, improvement does not look like acceleration. As a matter of fact, it oftentimes looks like a pause, a retreat, a difficult goodbye, or a deliberate reset. Improvement does not always mean a forward step. Sometimes it requires stepping back emotionally, strategically, spiritually, or operationally to see the blind spots and systemic weaknesses. In strategy and leadership, this is called diagnostic pause. A deliberate step back to understand what is broken, what is inefficient, what is toxic, or what is misaligned. A business may pause expansion to fix internal systems. A leader may slow down to unlearn toxic leadership habits. A relationship may require space to heal, to redefine boundaries, or end gracefully. Backward steps can look like failure, stagnation, or even fear, but often they are acts of wisdom. Sometimes, improvement requires you to wait, to delay, to turn back, or to recalibrate. When this happens, do not panic. Do not internalize this as failure, like we always do. Instead, use the waiting time to audit your processes, document lessons learned, clarify the next steps, strengthen your capacity. You know, the Bible reinforces this wisdom. It says in Psalm 46, verse 11, "Be still and know that I am God." Sometimes we need to be still. Sometimes we need to step back. Sometimes we need to just stop doing, stop acting, stop the activity, pause, and just look at what we've done so far. Stillness is not weakness. It is strategic alignment. Now, consider relationships. If a relationship is chaotic, emotionally abusive, manipulative, or draining, wisdom may require a pause. Wisdom may require boundaries, counseling, or even separation. Ignoring red flags is not love, it is denial, and denial is expensive. Psychology research shows that chronic toxic relationships significantly increase stress hormones. It increases anxiety and even burnout. According to the American Psychological Association, toxic workplaces or relationship stress contributes to over 60% of mental health related productivity losses. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for others is to take the toxicity out of the way. In business and operations, quality is not only about output, it is about process integrity. Imagine using faulty equipment because replacing it seems expensive, like we sometimes do. Let's just manage. The hidden cost can be far greater. We'll be looking at safety risks, product defects, reputational damage, and even legal liabilities. A Harvard Business Review study found that poor quality costs companies between 15% and 40% of their annual revenue through rework, recalls, lost customers, and inefficiencies. True excellence demands this mindset. Remove the faulty before adding the new. You cannot brag about premium outcomes built on broken systems. There is a timeless wisdom we often ignore. Take out the bad egg before it spoils the basket. In leadership and life, bad eggs can be negative habits, toxic mindsets, inefficient systems, misaligned partnerships, unethical practices, fear-driven decisions. Adding new strategies without removing bad ones only compounds dysfunction. Lean methodology and Six Sigma frameworks emphasize waste elimination, removing inefficiencies before optimizing performance. Is that not so? Organizations that adopt continuous improvement cultures outperform competitors by up to 30% in productivity and customer satisfaction. This was actually corroborated by McKinsey and Company. A fast-growing African SME once expanded into 3 new markets within 1 year. Revenue increased, but internal systems collapsed. Employees were overwhelmed, customers complained, and errors skyrocketed. The CEO made an unpopular decision, paused expansion for 12 months. They rebuilt processes, invested in training, replaced outdated technology, let go of toxic managers. Guess what the result was? Within 2 years, customer retention increased by 45%, operating costs dropped by 22%, and revenue tripled sustainably. They stepped back to leap forward. Sometimes you need to step back in order to mount up, like the Bible actually says. Continuous improvement is not just about adding skills, certifications, strategies, and goals. It is also about daily subtraction. Ask yourself, what habits must I eliminate to grow spiritually, emotionally, professionally, relationship-wise? What inefficiencies must I remove from my business or career? What mindsets must I unlearn to become the leader I aspire to be? What relationships, processes, or distractions must I release? Improvement is subtraction before multiplication. Now, here is the call to action. Total quality is holistic. It includes the process, the people, the systems, the mindset, the spiritual alignment. Do not chase partial excellence and call it success. Aim for total quality built on intentional, courageous removal of what stands in the way. Because sometimes the greatest progress you will make this year is not what you add, but what you finally remove. And so this is a new year. What is the bad egg you must take out today to protect your future success? My name is Ewere, and this is the Strategic Content for Impact. Please connect with us on any of our social media pages on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Threads, Instagram, or LinkedIn. God bless you, even as you share this message with every leader you know. Bye-bye.